Hello and welcome back to another episode of Slimecraft. And it's been a while. I think I've not done an episode in about 5 months. Purely because, life has got in the way. Lost a job, got a job, moved out of house, got a new house. I've been going through it, honestly. I've not actually had a stable internet connection for a very long time to even edit and upload these kind of things. But welcome back. I'm back on the grind. I'm more and more motivated than absolutely ever, especially with 2026 coming around the corner. I'm absolutely buzzing and motivated to just get straight back on this content train, make more content, episodes, TikToks, the whole shebang. So I'm back. I'm back in full force. I just want to apologise for the long absence. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Hopefully I don't lose my job or move house again in the next couple of years. That would be very nice. But I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I hope everyone's been well. And thank you for tuning in to the latest episode, even though it's been some time. Now, I have done the odd stream here and there, kind of when I can. And if you know that we've moved to the next biome, which is a snow biome. And kind of the plans around this side of November and up to Christmas. Basically, we're just gonna move to this little place and try and build some kind of Christmas town, Christmas village. Definitely want to get into Christmas vibes. So that's something that we're doing. All we've done at the moment is put like a rough shape for the Christmas tree. Let's bring this all the way out to Quake Pro. You've got the Christmas tree and a circle path that I've mapped out. And that's kind of like in the middle of this snowy island that we found. So it's all surrounded by ice spikes and ocean. It's such a beautiful location. So you're going to have this big Christmas tree, which still needs to be decorated in the middle. And then the plan is just to have like Santa's workshop, maybe a few like mini games that are Christmas related. Maybe this bit of the ice here could be like an ice rink, Christmassy houses. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to fill this island up with copper golems. And they're basically going to act as like the elves, essentially. So they're going to be like our versions of the elves on this world. But that's essentially it. I just really want to, over the next month or so, the slime island that we're kind of done on all the other episodes is a really cool project. It's not going away. I just think this time of the year is like really Christmassy. And it'd be really fun. I've never really built in a snowy biome before either. I've never really gave it my all. So I think it would be really cool to do something out of my comfort zone. I'm always in plains biomes building medieval houses. So I just think, why not move to the snowy biome and try and do something Christmassy? And we're going to call this place Frostvale. If you do have any other cool kind of name recommendations, definitely drop them in the comments. But I thought that was quite a nice island name for this place here. The first kind of thing that we need is we need a lot of lights. Like, we're going to need so many different types of lights for Christmas lights. So this place like really is shining at night time. Especially with the new shaders packs that we've got as well. We've obviously got some really nice shaders that make stuff glow so amazing. So I just think, we need some more lighting. And I think the main lighting that I actually want is some end rods. That's something we're going to have to try and sort out and get just a massive bunch of them. Because we're going to need end rods hanging from every single build that we do. One thing for sure is we need to build some proper nether tunnels. Whenever we get time, whenever we have time for another project, we definitely need to build some proper nether tunnels. Because, yeah, I'm not risking it every time we want to go to the Christmas village. And we haven't been back to this place in some days now. And I haven't actually been back to this town since we put the shaders on. And it looks absolutely amazing. So there's no kind of shock that our outfit doesn't look very Christmassy. We don't look very Christmassy. You should try and make a Christmas outfit. And if you don't know how to make a Christmas outfit, I'm about to show you. If I remember how to do this properly, we need all of the armor red apart from the boots. We make the boots black. And then we add the dune trim to the helmet. And then the vex trim to the arm, like the torso. And that should give you a Santa suit. Look at that. I mean, I haven't got a beard, so I don't know if I can live up to Santa's name. I have no facial hair, actually. But that's a very good suit, and it kind of gives it a bit more of a textured feel, rather than just kind of putting it on your skin. Also, I don't actually think I had the opportunity to talk about the Copper Cape on any kind of content yet. And I'm a massive, massive fan. It goes with my skin, of course, but it's definitely one of my favourites. It's a very, very cool cape. So, big up Mojang for doing what you're doing. Definitely big up the artist on this one. We can put our OP armour away just like so. First things first is we need to get some end rods because we're going to need a lot of them. So I think this episode here is probably all about kind of getting like a blaze farm in place, maybe an AFK one, an automatic blaze farm, just somewhere we can just stand and collect loads and loads of it. That's probably going to be like the thing we have to build in this episode. We're also probably going to have to go back to the end quickly and get some chorus fruit because when I was there and we was doing the end raids, I didn't pick any up. So that means we can't actually get any of the fruit. So we need that for the end rods as well. So there's a couple of trips that we need to do, and obviously the big farm build as well. So that's basically this episode's plan. Also, just gotta love that we didn't ever dig this out properly, and we're just constantly hitting our head. It feels so long ago since we jumped in this thing. Hello. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's try and get through this without dying. Considering we don't have our proper armour on as well, that would be quite useful. So all we need is just a lot of this stuff here. So we managed to get about 5.5 stacks, which is absolutely fine for me. Of course, what we're going to do is we'll go back to the end one day and we'll get the actual flower blocks that you need to grow more plants. I just think there's enough there in the end, right by spawn, where we can just keep going back there and getting a few stacks. Like, that's not really the issue for now. I definitely think the issue for us is that we haven't got any blaze rods. Who would have thought that we're doing all of this just for one little end rod? Like, we've got a whole Christmas village to build, but we're here just, we just need end rods. You alright, mate? You joining in the conversation? You alright, mate? Let's get started with building another farm in the world. This one, I don't even know if we're going to use this. Like, we're going to build this, but I'm not actually sure if we're going to use it apart from this whole like Christmas getting end rods kind of thing. But nonetheless, it will definitely be another farm that we can use for blaze rods if we ever do need more. I'm sure later down the line we're going to probably need like potions and stuff like that. So it's always going to be good to have. It's not too far away from the portal back home either. So yeah, it's a win-win. We may as well just get it out of the way. I'm also kind of glad that blaze farms are so easy to build nowadays. You can literally just funnel them into lava. I remember back in the day, and some people may remember this if you're like an avid Minecraft player and you've played it for years. You may remember the days where you had to like have so many pistons and you'd have to have pistons hitting in them all the way down to like you got to like one little hole at the bottom. Nowadays you can just funnel them into like a drop pad. It's just so much easier. It's also making me laugh quite a bit because like we started this series up again after the break and we said, hey, like we're going to make loads of Christmas stuff. It's all going to be Christmassy and magical. But the first episode back, we're in the nether. Like we're literally in hell building a blaze farm. Like it just doesn't make any sense. It makes sense, but it also doesn't. Like room is dug out or built. I should say, not dug out, probably built. We have to basically just build in these walls. Lava is placed. It seems correct mathematically. They should hopefully drop down here. So all we've got to do now is just drop this down. I think it's normally about 8 high, 9 high. So we've got to just drop this down. Try and build like the killing platform. But yeah, progress. Alright, we can now place down our chests. Hoppers so they can funnel into the chest, and then we need to play the soul sand on top like that as well. Now all we need to do is just place the last 2 lava buckets, hopefully without being burnt. And this is what I mean about how easy it is to now make blaze farms. Like back in the day, if you look at some old Minecraft farms that you had to do, you had to build like all of these pistons to push them around. Nowadays it's just so simple. You just funnel them, just like with the zombie and the skeletons and stuff, how you just funnel them through a hole with water. You just basically are doing the same with lava. But yeah, we're going to have some blaze rods, so that's perfect. I'm going to stay here, kill some of these, maybe get like half a stack, and then we'll go back to the Christmas Island and see where we're at with end rods. While on our travels back through the Nether Fortress as well, I also found some copper horse armor, which are definitely going to take, because I've not actually put this on the horse yet and seen what it looks like. But there is something about copper, especially with like the last stage of copper when it turns to like green. Definitely want to try that out, because at the moment we've got green horse armor, like leather ones on. But I really want to see if this copper, when it turns to green, is maybe a better alternative. I also got some weeping vines from there as well, because I want to see if that hopefully looks okay on the tree. I don't know, the kind of texture in the nether looks quite cool. So I want to see if it kind of looks like Christmas lights. See if that texture will work. But let's create some end rods. Right, let's give this a good old look from a distance. Yeah, I can get behind that. I definitely think we're going to need more. What I've done as well is I put some on the top of the slabs and then some on the bottom, just to kind of see what ones I prefer. But I think I actually like them both. So maybe like in between, like we've tried to keep it like a few gaps, but I think like maybe every two we put one. Maybe we could do down, then up, then down. Hopefully I'm making sense, but like alternate them between up and down. But yeah, we definitely don't have enough end rods because they're still cooking at the minute. But yeah, that's 100% kind of the vibe I was going for, having it wrapped around with the white quartz with the end rods. But yeah, we'll do ones underneath and ones on top, and kind of like have a variety there. They're just the perfect light source, and we can make some Christmas lights out of them for sure. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. It really has been a pleasure to sit here and record and kind of edit these clips up again. It's been way too long, like way too long, and I'm just excited to be back. Really, really motivated to just bang out as much content as possible. So I appreciate it for the people that are going to watch this and like it and comment. From the people that were here 5 months ago when I took a break, if you're still here and still watching, I just want to say that I really do appreciate you. And if you're new here, I know I've made a few friends during my break. If you're new here and this is your first episode, I appreciate you just as much as well. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.